I heard the camera go. So I said, not this time. Because the other times I kept talking and talking, and I'm just talking, and the camera cuts off. And then I have a whole piece that I wasn't able to share with you. So I cut it this time. So that's about 4 or 5 cups of water. And that's my purified water. I don't like to get water from the sink. I'm sorry, I don't. And now they're talking about doing some things with our water, and no, thank you. I'd like to have my purified water just to be safe, and then go ahead and if I lived in the mountains in Canada, hey, I'd drink it right, probably from the ditch. But nowadays, you just, I don't know. You gotta be careful. And with certain things going around, I get a little leery. So I hope I'm not trying to freak you out or anything, but that's just me. So put that on really high, and of course, at low sodium, I'm gonna season it up a little bit, just with the my salt, and use the other seasons later, the seasons afterwards. And then, while that is, I'm going to get my peppers finished discarding the seeds in them and the skin. And I'm not going to be able to get all the skin off. But you know what? That's going to give it a little bit more flavor, huh? Because I like roasting my peppers. I love roasting my peppers and then putting them in there. I tried it without roasting the peppers, and I don't know, it just kind of gave it a bleh flavor. But having a little bit of roasted peppers in there is really nice. And these are dark peppers. I'm not going to be able to get all the skin off of this one, but that's okay. And because I have most of it off. And I have a variety here. And because it's summer, they're probably a little bit spicy. So I don't have to put the red peppers in there. So I like putting the red peppers in my soup. It gives it a little, kind of speeds up the metabolism. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Those aren't too spicy. I actually have a nice these are Anaheim peppers and Italian peppers. I got a variety. Italian green peppers. Okay. Did you see that? Don't do that. Alrighty. Cut these up. It's probably still not cutting right, but just get the gist of it. In order to be a chef, you have to really pass your knife skills. Cut them up. Just a little bit finely diced. You hold it down like that. Here, I'll show you a little bit of my skills on this one. Beautiful. So yeah, and that's about, what is that about? It's almost a cup. There. Well, I'd say about a good half cup. Oh, come on, baby. Go in there and do your thing. And oh, that's looking so beautiful. Come on, heat up, sweetheart. And cover that up and let it heat up a little bit, and then I'm going to go back over here, and of course I have a little pile of dishes, which I'm not going to do right now, but later. I'm going to rinse this off. And you know, you can tear or you can tear your herbs, or you can chop them. Because I like both of them, I'm gonna chop just a little bit. And I love sage. Oh my gosh, sage is so delicious. I'm just gonna take a couple of them off like that. And then these dried out since I smelt them, so yeah, a couple of those. And then these babies dried. I'm gonna roll this up like so. Okay, enough with silence up there. A little bit too silent there, huh? I'm going to go ahead and put these in there because they're not dry. They're like they're fresh. I want them to cook and kind of get the flavor in there a little bit. I wanted sagey. I really want to bring that autumn. And you know what? You can put butternut squash in here. Like I have like these couple of these squashes here. And you could use, I mean, you could peel them and cut them and put them in there. And I want this to be a real special soup. You know what? And those, I liked it, like I said, I like my chickpea to be a little al dente, but that's just me. Give me something that you want. I mean, I have people who like having all their vegetables soft, and if you're cooking for someone that is and needs to have the vegetables soft, then yeah, you're cooking for them. You know, I think it's important to cook for the people that you are cooking for, and it's important to you know, to gratify their palate. And so, it's like you're borrowing your tongue. I'm going to try these mushrooms. These mushrooms are saying, hey, you know what? Try me. Well, I'm going to. So good. So delicious. Okay. I'm going to put my tomato soup in there. I want to use a measuring cup. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's a half cup. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my tomatoes in there. I'd say that's about a cup. I may want to put more. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the colors in here. They're really fascinating. I'm just like enjoying. I gotta show it to you. I mean, these colors are just so beautiful. See? So beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, that's a beautiful soup. Cover that up. Let that simmer for a little bit longer because I want my potatoes to cook, and I want them to be tender. And I want to make sure that they're not going to, because the potatoes right now are probably the same consistency as my chickpeas. So when those potatoes cook, little bit more, I could add my green beans next and let that simmer a little bit longer. And well, the green beans and my cabbage, and then as soon as so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, and then these do not take long to cook at all. The chard. So so it's my green beans, cabbage, and my zucchini. And then I just put the rest of my spices in there. Oh, and I'll put my my beautiful mushrooms and my beautiful okra. And these are so good. Don't you like okra? I do. Now during season, nabble honey is so good for you. They're healthy. They're very healthy. I don't know all the vitamins that it has, but this whole soup right here, that is a good, delicious soup. I would say have soup for a while before the winter season comes, because this will pick up your immune system. And it'll do something inside your body. It'll make your body really happy, and you'll have a better chance of fighting off all those icky, bacteria that makes you sick. So I hate getting sick in the winter time. So this is a perfect soup. So, anyways, I'm gonna check the camera real quick. You're still recording, which is great. Okay, it's starting to boil, it's starting to simmer, which I am happy. Anyways, I don't have any stories to tell you right now. All I can tell you is that I have been feeling good, and I haven't been able to do my videos like I want to. And but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting better. So, and here's these are organic too. If you grow them, that's even better. Stick those in there. Honestly, they're about potatoes that usually take very long to cook, about 5 minutes. Put that green in there. It's gonna bring it a whole level, different level. Try a little potatoes here. Oh yeah. And I'm going to put a little bit more seasoning, since I'm putting in more vegetables and stuff in there. It needs more seasoning. We need more salt, pepper, and garlic. Salt, pepper, garlic, and onion. Even though I put onions in there, I put more onion in there. So I like flavor of onions. I do. And some of you, I used to cook for a client, and he was allergic to onions, so he couldn't eat the onions. Look at this. Very delicious. Alrighty. Clean up a little bit here. Let me get this down. What is this? You have a little plate here. I feel like this is a boring tape, but you know what? Oh well. Let it be boring. So I like, again, I sliced it very thin, probably not really fine, but thin, and then I kind of cut it up. I'm going to put that cabbage in there. You can use bok choy if you want. Bok choy is nice, but I want to put the cabbage because I really want to bring my immune system up. again. And you know, when I cook, when I make soup, and I want to eat it for a whole week. Say I want to eat it for a whole week, and I get bored of it. I'll start introducing, like, I'll make fry some fish and eat with my fish, and or what other kind of meats. But sometimes this is like a nice fast for your body that your body really needs. But I would, because it has the lentils and it has the chickpeas in there, it's got some of that iron and that you need. So I believe you me, I've had a lot of protein lately, and this I need this. My body needs this. It's like, hey, you're starving me for my nutrients. So, and that's 2 small zucchinis that I just put in there, and they're cut up medium, and a little bit larger than the medium, kind of in between the medium and the large, because zucchini is really quick to cook. And it, like I said, I'm putting in the vegetables one at a time instead of just sticking them all in there. And then you have like some vegetables. Some of them are grossly soft, extremely soft. I shouldn't say grossly, but it can be. They're very soft, and then some are like hard. So, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my my charred, sauteed and slightly charred okra in there. And then I'm gonna put my creminis. Just kind of stir that up in there. Beautiful. That's gonna be a nice rustic soup. I think I'm gonna put another ½ cup of tomato sauce in there. Make it 2. I want it to be a nice, thick, beautiful soup. And you can make this in advance, and if you want to can them, can them for the holidays. I mean, for the winter. And then you can have your own canned soup. And I actually may be doing that with this video clip, this video recipe, because I think it's really important to make your own. I mean, not only that, you're kind of taking from the farm and you're cooking it, and then you're making your own. So, and if you have the time to do it, do it. I mean, it's not too much. I mean, yeah, we like to sit down and read our books and knit, and and sometimes I get tired of cooking too. Sometimes I say, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't stand doing it. But it's been a part of my life. It's part of my heritage. It's part of who I am. So what do? I don't know, because I'm not getting any younger. So I enjoy doing this immensely. And when I get a chance to do it, it's like from my kitchen to your kitchen. And as long as I always have a kitchen, I'm going to cook. And I think about my mom a lot, and my dad. He'd sit down at the table while my mom was cooking. He never helped her. Once in a while he would. He would get up and, help her with the turkey. But he gave her the space. And cooks are like that. Cooks want to have their space. Unless, of course, I love working with people too. I enjoy that because you can learn from one another. And when I was in my culinary program, I learned there's different personalities, and you have different, but you have, like, if you go into a kitchen, even, I don't care whose kitchen it is, you go with the spirit of grace, because it's not your kitchen. It's someone else's kitchen, unless it's your own kitchen. And it's like, you don't go in there and say, oh, I'm taking over. You know, that stuff is crazy. It brings chaos, and it brings nonsense into the kitchen. So, and I probably have done it without realizing it, but I learned that cooking with others, there is you got to give each other a little bit of elbow room, and it's like and you got to learn each other's personalities, get to know one another, and you got to just kind of chill out and stop being a hog, you know, and just enjoy. You're there, and you're kind of like one of my teachers said, you're making music with the pots and the pans, and I miss that. I miss making music with pots and pans and being in that chaotic kitchen and yelling and, yes, chef! I miss it. It was fun. It was, even though it was like boot camp, like I said in my other recipes, but it was fun to me, and I miss it. I miss it a lot. And so, anyways, I'm just giving you a little bit of advice and ethics in the kitchen, and just be nice as much as you can. Anyways, let me get a spoon here. Get a spoon. And it's fun. I love being in the kitchen. I love being in the kitchen with the fellows. I love being in the kitchen with the women. I like being in the kitchen with the fellows. As long as they keep their hands to themselves, I'm fine. So, I enjoy being in the kitchen with a group of, I always think that guys have more fun. That's not always true, but I always used to think that. Oh, why do guys get to have all the fun? But that's not always true. Anyways, let me try this again. Got a spoon, another spoon. I want to make sure it's perfectly seasoned. Oh, yum. It's beautiful. And I'm going to put some more. Season it with salt and pepper, onion and garlic. And I'm going to finally put in my chard. And that, my dear, is going to be an excellent vegetable soup. Nothing frozen. Everything is fresh. And if you have frozen vegetables, you can mix them up. You can mix up the frozen vegetables with your fresh vegetables, but make sure, because your frozen vegetables aren't going to take too long to cook. So, I want to put that there. So I've been wiping and, okay. It's almost done, so, and I'm going to put my seasonings in there. I have some paprika. That's about a good teaspoon. Let me check, make sure you're still on. Yep, you're still on. Okay, beautiful. Nice, beautiful vegetable soup. Before I do that, I'm going to try it. Try the potatoes. Perfect. The green beans. Perfect. Now, see if I can dig for a chickpea. Now that's the one. It's al dente. I like them. Nice and crunchy, but not to the point where you can't eat them. Al dente meaning to the bite. I know they're there. And of course, the lentils are in there. And oh, they're nice and soft, the lentils. If you don't want to put the chickpeas in there, you take, just, you know, not include the chickpeas. That's pretty much done. And of course, what do I have this for? My zucchini. It's a little bit crunchy. You know, I like it soft and crunchy. Very delicious. Now, what I'm going to do is, this is thyme. So that's a good teaspoon. We'll put a little, I'd say about half a teaspoon. I'm not going to use a whole teaspoon. And it's dry. And, you know, you could use a sachet where you can get your herbs, and I want the herbs in them because I really want this rustic. I want it to be a real rustic ball. About a teaspoon, I'd say about, you know, another half a teaspoon of oregano. A lot of people don't like oregano. I do. It's part of my roots, but I mean, I'm not going to put a lot in there where it's going to overpower everything else. And then I want to put a nice teaspoon for sure of the smoked paprika, and that's going to bring it up a different level, the vegetable soup. So, and that's a beautiful soup. I'm going to try that. With the herbs. Couple more of this. Altogether, that was probably, of my mixture, I know it seemed a lot, it was probably just a tablespoon, which is equivalent to 3 teaspoons, which isn't much at all. Hopefully my dietitian won't. I call her my dietitian. She could be my dietitian. Not really, but I'm going to call her my dietitian. Oh, it's so delicious. Okay. Pour some in a little bowl. I have my back towards you. Sorry about that. And I want to get. Okay. Let that cook just for a sec. Like that. Cook that for a second. Oh, isn't that pretty? Well, that's still simmering. Serve that with, get a little towel here. Wipe the little top. You always wipe your rims.